just changed a bunch of buttons around. Calvin, how we doing? Give it a minute or two. Let everybody get notified. Nerdvana, how you doing tonight? Should probably get chat up on my other phone. Yeah. I'm late. I'm late. I've already been live for 41 seconds. And it still says 6 o'clock. It's okay. I already plan to be late to my own funeral. I think that'll be fun. I mean, what are they going to do? Mama Ranch, how are you doing? Yes, me? No. No. Yes, I'll be late to my own funeral, and that will be intentional. Essential Man, hello from Seattle. Hey, you're about 3 hours down I-5 from me. How you doing? CH, what's going on? Gig Life? Long time no see. How are you doing? Jason's in the house. Darren, how you doing? AG, what's up? Nerdvana, Bigfoot sign believer. I'm a Bigfoot believer. Yeah. In fact, I get to go to Squatch Fest here in January, so that's a good thing to be late to. Your funeral? Yeah, I don't want to show up early. Michael, how you doing? New home. Broke 100 on the second or third time dashing here. Extremely nice having everything within a few miles away, unlike my old home. Well, I'm glad things are working out for you. Pro Retro, how you doing? Jason, yes, you're a paying troll. Ryan, the birthday man. Everybody say happy birthday to Ryan. Nice haircut. Appreciate that. Yeah, I broke down and finally decided to look like a respectful, almost middle-aged man. Violet, how are you doing? Heather won't be here until the weekend. Well, Violet, you've been around long enough. You and Heather both. I am giving you a wrench. So you probably won't have to worry about getting timed out again. We had a bunch of trolls in that live, and I don't know. There was a couple people that got timed out. By accident. Christina, how are you doing? Dulsbury, Maryland in the house. Thanks, Milton. Got us good from Sarasota, Tampa, and out to Central Florida. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they come up with these names. And it's always the annoying sounding names that do the most damage. I don't personally know anybody named Milton, but Milton was oh, it's right there. Milton is right there. I believe you have my stipler. Office Space, am I right? That was Milton, right? Jason, I'll say that every live stream. Angel, how are you doing? Glad to see you. High and tight. Yes. I told her I didn't want to see any gray hair. So I think she left this. She's like, it's distinguishable. Okay. Warren, how you doing? Greetings from south of the Columbia. How you doing, Warren? Vic, Back to the Future. Heck yeah. I got Back to the Future playing cards. I check out Amazon every once in a while if I find something that I potentially need. Stuff for work, stuff for YouTube. But I saw Back to the Future playing cards. I was just like, I gotta have those. It was a want that exceeded the need. All the way down to the details of the Joker cards. The two Jokers make that. Like, the nerd in me won. Jason, hi from New Zealand. How are you doing? My God, what time is it in New Zealand? I love the picture on your wall and the mask in the background. Oh, I love movies. Yeah. Pro Retro, did I work today? I went out for about 3 hours. I made a whopping $32. One of those orders was an $18 shopping order, so that kind of tells you how my day went. Came home, edited video for tomorrow, and what else did I do? I don't remember what else I did. Oh, I had a online or not an online call. I had a phone call with a representative from the solo company. So interesting phone call. Just about to do a haka. Milton Bradley, Milton, West Virginia. And YouTube just sent me to the moderator fact page. Yep, you're a moderator now, Violet. If you want, if nothing else, you have a wrench, which is pretty cool. Yeah, that question is going to cost you. Scooter Bud, how you doing? Appreciate it. Yes, I told her I wanted to look younger. I didn't want gray hair and just I don't remember the exact wording. Make me look something. And boy, oh, I gotta see Boiler Room again. It's been quite a few years. Good movie though. Jeff, how you doing? Hurricane, West Virginia. Christina says my nickname back in the day was McFly. Really? I always jump into Devious's live and just say Slacker McFly. 2:05 p.m. Wednesday. Oh, it's already tomorrow. Really feels like should be in a DeLorean. Jason is 5 subs away from 50. Yeah, go sub to Jason. Get him up over 50 so he can live stream. He does gig work in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Michael, hello, McFly. Love Wins, how are you doing? I'm trying to see your profile picture. I have a thing about looking at people's profile pictures. And my eyesight's going apparently because I can't tell. Solid hourly rate. Something. Pro Retro, yeah. I mean, yesterday I can't complain. I really can't. We had We had a $39 shopping order, a $35 shopping, no, $39 shopping order, a $34 shopping order, and a $25 shopping order alone. So I think we made over 130 bucks in just under 6 hours. So definitely lately Mondays have been bad and Tuesdays have been great, and this week it flipped. So yeah, take it for what it is. Solo is an app. I'm still trying to figure it all out myself. There's some other gig tubers that are partnered with Solo. Basically, they take care of mileage tracking, business expenses. They will tell you when it's actually busy in your market, whatever market you're in, versus DoorDash saying it's busy, go online, when we all know that, DoorDash is like full of it. But as soon as I know more about the Solo app, they're going to actually send me a link so that I can use it. And if I like it, then potentially do some kind of partnership deal. But that will only happen if I like it and I feel like it could bring uh, something of substance to all of you guys and help you guys out. So as soon as I know more, you guys will know more. And y'all know me by now. I don't do sponsorships or partnerships um, unless it's actually something that I believe in and I would actually use. Same way with the DoorDash hot bags. I'm not going to go, hey guys, go buy these bags. They're amazing when I'm not using them. That's kind of dumb. And that is definitely not who I am. College Station, Texas. All right, now I want to go to Texas. I really want to go. Yeah, I've been to Texas. When was I in Texas last? It was in Amarillo, and there was a blizzard, and I was selling vacuums door to door. Yes, this was a long time ago. 2010. January of 2010. I, the things you randomly remember. I don't say no dashing. We did that earlier. We'll do a live ride along probably Thursday. Something in 30 something in 3 hours, and you still have to pay taxes. Yeah, Nirvana, I cannot do a W-2. I really can't. Ellen, how are you doing? Feel like it's been a while since we've seen you live, even though it's only been a week. Technically like 10 days, but who's counting? Um, it is definitely good to be back live. Appreciate all of you for the short notice last Tuesday. It was my uncle's birthday, and it's like, oh, hey, we're going here for dinner. I'm like, what time? And they're like, 6. I'm like, okay. Like 6 Central Time or Pacific Time. Um, Temple, how you doing? Good to see you. Camden, how you doing? Square, what's the best Steely Dan song? Uh, it's been a while. You're really making me think right now. Um, Me personally, the one that brings back probably the most memories, and I say that because um, in 7th and 8th grade, my band teacher was a huge Steely Dan fan. Um, so we heard "Reelin' in the Years" a lot, and I was in percussion, so that was a lot of fun. That brings back a lot of memories. So, is it the best Steely Dan song? I don't know, but it's my favorite. Back to the Future. Yes. John, how's it going? Angel got a $33.01 offer on Uber last night, thinking it was a stolen one. I accepted it anyway because I was right next to the place. 2301 base, $10 tip. It was like $6 a mile. Very nice. Back to the 1930s and listen. I don't know if I don't. That's one decade you probably don't want to go back to. Harry, how you doing? Dashing, kind of sucked today. Riley says, "Say hi, Claire." Hi, Claire. Um, yeah, you guys can stay in here. Just no politics, please. Don't think I'd run into someone else who lives in College Station. That's the beauty about YouTube. You never know when you're going to meet somebody from your same town. Heck, when I first came across Devious's channel, come to find out, he was in Yakima, and that's actually where I was born. Solo is a decent app for mileage, but the guarantee pay is okay. Eat dinner, I'll be back. No worries. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna give the Solo app a try and give you guys my honest opinion about it. Check the mileage they say you drove against your odometer. I've found that GPS-based tracking always says I drive fewer miles than I actually did. It'll be nice to see because yeah, I'll actually have three things to compare: what DoorDash says the mileage is, what the actual mileage is, and then what the app says the mileage is. So that'll be really interesting to see. Andrew, how's it going? Having shoulder surgery next week. Having, let's see, found a tear in it because it hurts all the time from car accident. Well, hopefully that's covered under the car accident as far as the insurance goes. Went live earlier, no one came on. Yeah, I don't know what it's like going live with 50 subscribers. I just know that's the threshold. Um, I don't know how all that works with only 50. I didn't start going live until well over 1,000. And then it wasn't only I got after I got past 1,000 and went live. That's when I realized, oh, I could have went live at like 50 subscribers, but um, never did. Might do that on the second channel. Who knows? Got some stuff lined up for the second channel up in Seattle. Appreciate that, Calvin. Yes, family first. Preacher 28, how you doing? Nerdvana says me neither, but I have to tough it out for a year so I can hopefully invest in something better. Single, no kids, no expenses, but rent, insurance, sacrifice for hopefully good reward. No risk it, no biscuit. Haley Boo, how you doing? Thank you. Yeah, it's actually fresh. It's the freshest haircut I've probably ever got. And then went on live. Jason says Peg by Steely Dan. Dan, how you doing? Appreciate that. How's your night going? Marion, how are you? I don't know about this Charlie character. He's day by day. That's true. I am. Preacher, I'm doing good. How about you? Swifty. Swifty Dasher's in the house. How are you? Dashing sucked for me too. I know, it's not even the good kind. I said that out loud. Oops. Sarcasm will get you everywhere, including trouble. Lovewind says, I had a good day dashing. Big tips today. Big tips are always nice. Jason, keep it clean. Esteban says, I can't wait till I go to college. Buddy, you just turned 11, so you've only got what, 7 more years. I'm joking. Mods, I'm joking. It's been a running joke for a little while. I was surprised usually high ones are still on because Uber hides tips. It was a single meal from Joy of Tokyo. Sometimes you just don't ask questions, Angel. Just take it and move on. I've had to do that a couple times. Austin, what's going on? You didn't miss the live last Tuesday. We all did. I had a uncle's birthday dinner to go to, so actually wasn't alive. I was alive. I wasn't live. I'm definitely more fluent in sarcasm than I am in English. Trolling, congratulations on that. Very, very good for you. Yeah, Austin, don't feel bad. It would have been my live that I missed too, so. You said no politics, so I'm about to politic these tacos down the gauntlet. And text with Heather, she said to tell you thanks. I really thought. Oh no, Heather didn't say anything wrong. Yeah. Yeah, didn't say anything wrong at all. But oh yeah, school night. Yeah. I say that, and some days I wish I was actually getting back in school. The waste of time was on for an hour when I created some content. I'll try again with more subs. And Andrew, just different times of the day. Try that. Added some Grand Funk Railroad to my playlist. Mean Mistreater. My playlist, you guys would be going, this guy's mental. Need to remind myself to take a break or vacation due to losing my job over the summer and starting a new job end of August. My sugar levels went a tad bit. Stress does very funny things on the body. Like very, very bizarre things. I thought he was a 10. Did I miss something? Oh no. Oh, Esteban. Yeah, no, Esteban had a birthday. He's 11 now. Packers fan. I wasn't live. Yes, I was still alive. I had a very good Swiss mushroom burger and fries. So, Rob, what's going on, brother? Having a voodoo drink? Having a Rainier. Yes, Marianne, take care of your mental health. Put the mask on behind you. Am I working on my flux capacitor? I am looking at maybe potentially ordering a flux capacitor light, like wall light. I think that would be cool to put up in the background. Oh, Austin's about to get white girl wasted tonight. That tropical beer hug is no joke. Que pasa, Dangles? We'll need to, yeah, no, for sure it went up by 0.3 over 3 months. Well, hey, down 10 pounds, that's awesome, Marion. Steven, how you doing? Yep, that is me on Facebook. What can I say? Uh, Luke, what's going on? Welcome home, Packers fan. I could drink 2 of those beer hugs and smoke my pipe and be okay. I got some, been having trouble sleeping. I've gotten some edibles, and they work really well. Feeling so much older amongst you guys. I guess that's what happens when I'm good. Violet, age is but a number. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. It's always good to see you, Violet. What cat did I let out of what bag? Why streaming when you You know, the crazy thing is that I can't say it. That I can't say. There was no cat or bag. I played the fifth. Well, greetings from the United States. How you doing? Um, I I I don't know what your how to pronounce your name, but um, oh, you said Austin's gonna get white girl wasted, so cat in a hat, no bag. You look like a prison barber. That would be job security. And pleads the fifth because the answer is yes. Hmm. Her hair groomed very well. Thank you. I will let my barber know next time I see her. Great clips. My sister could outdrink anyone in the chat. She drinks vodka water all day at the bar while doing work work on her laptop. As a Gen Xer, I'll just say this as I leave. If you're gonna do anything, don't get caught doing it. Violet, that's very true. And I can't give legal advice, but generally you're okay if you don't get caught. How's it been going lately with the dash? Better than the last place. Nathan, it's been different. Definitely been different. I didn't move out here for DoorDash though, so Violet has a point, don't get caught. Do you like Monster Mash? Every year. Let's say you cut your own hair. You're gonna thank yourself next time. No, this time I actually went and had somebody do it. I was feeling lonely, actually. I did it the other day when I was out doing DoorDash, and I was sitting there for about an hour and a half waiting to get anything to show up on my phone, and I decided, you know what? Looked across the parking lot and said, "This is a great time to get a haircut." Went in, got my haircut, walked back out, spent another 30 minutes online, and finally got an order. Well, if I'm not boring, you can just like swipe up, unless you're being held against your will. And if you are, blink twice, and guess what? I'm not going to see it. But that was kind of mean of me. You're familiar with prison? Yeah, you in timeout jail. There's a lot no one knows about from back in the day. No security cams, cell phones, no Twitter, no Facebook, no MySpace. Um, God, those were some good old days, weren't they? If this was us 20 years ago, we'd all be meeting in a bar or an AA meeting. There are more trolls than I have on Underoos. Um, you big meanie, Jason is a bad influence on you. I think me and Jason can kind of like bounce off of each other. Oh, I'm a bad influence on Jason, I guess. Packers fan spent an hour online tonight, got 4 orders paying less than mileage. I got in my pajamas. They sent me one for $1 more than mileage. I just laughed and turned it off. Jamie, how you doing tonight? Wasn't 20 years ago AIM chat? God dang, it was, wasn't it? Ashley, how are you doing? Candy Kisses, how are you? I'm about to okay, I probably am a bad influence on somebody somewhere. Man, Esteban still got me on that. What are you talking about 20 years ago, Esteban? You weren't even born. Does having a YouTube channel and the need for content make gig work bearable? Um, that's a really that's a really good question. Honestly, some days doing YouTube makes gig work more difficult. Like if you're trying to put out a video, if you're trying to, come up with something and the apps just aren't cooperating at all. Um, Other days, it's a struggle to get through gig work, and having a YouTube channel helps. But I basically that's why one reason I started a second YouTube channel doing the complete opposite of gig work, and I just have that outlet. But I'd say overall, I don't know. Some days I just want to put my head down and do gig work for 8, 9, 10 hours, and that's usually after I've had a couple of rough days. But all in all, I enjoy doing YouTube a lot more than I enjoy doing gig work. I hope you're joking, Packers fan. Um, Jason says I met a lot of my girlfriends on AIM. Did you meet in person? Jason and Charlie go on the timeout for 15. You can't put the host on timeout. You could, but Sarah, how are you doing? Appreciate that. Mimi, how are you doing? ASL. I was just gonna ask about that. Who? You got to be a certain age to know what that is. That was long before LOL, LMAO, WTF. Probably shouldn't say that one. Packers fan, turned 18 yesterday, but my body feels 90. I'm going on 38. My brain says 18. So does my sense of humor. And my body depends on the day. I missed the AOL chat. No one was who they said. Sippy, yes, those were the good old days. Mimi, well, thank you so much for that. $2 super sticker. Doing YouTube really helps with the mental psyche aspect because doing straight gig work will make you want to jump off a bridge. Yes, that when the GPS tells you you're wrong and you need to make an immediate right turn while you're in the middle of a bridge. Yeah, doing YouTube, yeah, I'm not feeling that way today. We're good. Nachos? No politics. You'll be removed and put in the infested lounge. Yeah, no putting Chuck in timeout. AG says had to slow down on recording for the channel. It became too much to do. Yeah, I feel like there's like I moved back out here. I moved out here and started to get back into like 5 videos a week and went back out to Nebraska and to get stuff and then came back out here and I'm like I think 3 videos a week. It should be more about the quality of the content, not the quantity of the content. But just depends. Like I'll do videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We'll do our live, hangout on Tuesdays, and probably do a live ride along on Thursdays. Does wanting to be 18 count as my age? Depends. If you're not doing it for any legal or criminal reasons, I'd say you're probably okay. Nice haircut, bro. Appreciate it. Jason, for me, it's all about someone's personality, really, over how someone looks. Guy can look like Leonardo DiCaprio, but if he's Mimi, thank you. Did you see where DoorDash and Tesla are teaming up for automated delivery of Tesla with no driver? I saw something about that, and apparently the video has fooled a lot of people. This guy does videos like that are beyond like Hollywood quality. I've looked online all over, and I haven't seen anything officially announced. I don't know. I feel like maybe it'd be okay if Elon bought DoorDash. I think that'd be okay. I mean, Twitter seems to be running just fine at what, 20% of what the staff was when he hired it. Imagine how much more us Dashers would be making if he did that with DoorDash. 80% of you DoorDash employees don't need to be here. We're going to pay the drivers more because they're actually the ones doing the work. Like him or not like him, I think that kind of process at a CEO would be great when it came to gig work. 35 plus, yeah, I'll be 38 in January. Um, well, thank you, Marion. Wait till you hit 60, I'll have no clue. When I hit 60, I'm going to blame everything on some timers. What do I think of the Giants right now? Well, like the football team, the Giants. They're the DoorDash of the NFL. Lisa, how are you doing? I did. I finally got a haircut. I wanted to look like a respectable, almost middle-aged man. Bree went heavy into quantity at first. Now I just make a video every 3 or 4 days. Find it to be, yeah, it really is. You can plan stuff out a lot better, I think, um, instead of the whole spray and pray method. And I'm going to continue to do this channel. Nothing's going to change with this channel, but I also want to get videos out on the second channel, doing true crime and history and stuff that is completely opposite of this, and stuff that's going to get me more out of my comfort zone. I used to be a very sociable person, very outgoing, much like I am in live streams. But I think for a lot of us after 2020, it really our our social skills went in the toilet, and I spent an entirely ungodly, unhealthy amount of time by myself. So now I'm working at getting my social skills back. What the heck did I just tap on? I don't know what I just tapped on. What the? My phone's possessed, guys. It's really possessed. I got most of my hairs cut. Wait, where did my chat go? Oh yeah, I definitely got all my gray hairs cut. Well, exception there. How do I make my shorts grow? I would try pants. I've had some timers for years. Is it some timers or is it your GAF is broke? Because Warren says I'm 64 and everything wrong in the world stems from kids who won't get off my lawn. Esteban, I know you're 11, but yeah, keep your mind out of the gutter. You'll go far in life. I would love to see you do a history channel. I could totally see that from you. Um, I'm working on it. I'm more or less working on some videos. The whole second channel is gonna be true crime and history and all of that, and I'm currently researching all of the locations, definitely not DoorDash related, but I am researching all the locations for both Ted Bundy, um, y'all know who he is, actually born and started his spree in Seattle, 3 hours north of me, and then the other one that I am looking at, well, while I'm in Seattle vlogging that, I've got, Jimi Hendrix and Bruce Lee's, grave, also the Green River Killer, gotta go look at those locations too. Seattle is Seattle's a unique place, let me tell you. Never had any social skills, don't need them. I I had them. I know they're still somewhere inside of me. I spent a number of years, obviously, after the Rona, um, not exercising my social skills, and yeah, then dealing with an alcoholic in my life that tested me a lot. Packers fan, I took over your phone, but did you really? I'm a paying troll and a one-hit wonder. Just let it all hang out, Jason. It's okay. I have a high fever, like 101. Might want to go see a doctor. My phone is just randomly moving. It's not even me touching it. Uh, Appreciate that, Marion. Yeah, Kool-Aid Museum is the next video that's coming out. I'm wrapping up a video for Mount St. Helens. Um, there's so much to do. There's so much to record and so much to edit and so much to put out. That sounded bad. Um, yeah, Ted Bundy, uh, Green River Killer, um, cemeteries in Seattle. Go down to Salem, Oregon. One flew over the cuckoo's nest. Vlog that. Um, there's a lot to do. It's probably one reason I'll be doing 3 videos and 2 lives a week on this channel. And at some point, I'll probably, because I'm over 50 subs on the other channel, I may end up doing like a full like live stream a tour of these places. I think that'd be kind of cool. Um, Angel says you missed my last comment, Charlie, when your chat messed up. Just my luck. Oh boy, I don't want to miss comments. Um, okay, I'm not as far behind in chat as I thought I was. That's a good thing. Your stunned face on the live chat when I said I was actually 51. Oh yeah, I have an ex-girlfriend older than you. Luke is watching 6 screens and 3 phones. My ADHD would go nuts. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. I don't exercise my social skills, I exercise my mouth. Calvin says, I'm in Puyallup. Yes, Seattle is unique. And it's amazing how many people cannot pronounce Puyallup or Puyallup. I've heard people try to pronounce it. That is hilarious. Calvin, I'm sure you've heard people try to pronounce it and just laughed. I've even tried breaking it down. I have friends in Nebraska that I've even tried breaking down the name for them. They still can't pronounce it. I don't know. Once was a person, but then I got a job in customer service. The longer I do DoorDash, the more I realize why nobody's really actually found Bigfoot. I'm gonna bust out 10,000 deliveries. Nathan, you're gonna do 10,000 deliveries this week? Those are like Santa Claus level numbers. Charlie, you have great social skills, and I love your vibes and personality. That's why I come to your lives, and it helps we have great people here who are fun. Well, I definitely agree with the second part. I'm probably no, there's no probably. I am definitely more social and like me doing live streams than I am trying to vlog a video, and I don't know why. There's a mental block that I can't seem to get through. Like I'm interacting with you guys in the chat. I'm having I always have a great time, but then I pull up the camera and I'm like, who the heck am I talking to? I'm talking to a little camera. Something I got to work on. Austin is really comfortable in interacting on lives. I'd be like, I went live. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Austin, I think you and I would be like complete opposite. You're more comfortable in video probably than lives, and I'm more comfortable in lives than I am in trying to vlog a video because I'm like especially I don't know, maybe I need like a edible before I do a video. Who knows? Not a DoorDash video for the other channel. Because like I'm trying to record and I'm trying to process everything in my brain, like how I instead of just going, just take this and one little step. I'm trying to process the entire video instead of just that one little clip that I want to try to knock out. So that's where I start um, having to do my intro in a video on the second channel like 21 times because I just all of a sudden go, what the heck was I gonna say? Not great at public speaking. Had to take business communication at college back in the day, and I was a nervous wreck. See, I was that 5, 6 year old kid in like kindergarten. You know, however old you are in kindergarten, little kindergarten school play. I was the kid up on stage with the entire rest of the class, and I was the one that as soon as I saw the entire crowd, I was the one that started crying and ran off the stage. So if you would have told that kid then that as an adult you're going to have a YouTube channel, I don't know what I would have said. I didn't have the vast vocabulary that I do now. I brought my social skills back to Home Depot. They were dysfunctional. But I watched Zodiac, the movie with Mark Ruffalo and Robert Downey Jr. And yes, I have. Most people say plop. There's a couple more syllables in there. I'm a super awkward person, paradoxical, I guess. Movie Zodiac was a great one, but I couldn't watch it at nighttime. That's the only time to watch it. Oiled One, how you doing? Esteban, I'm social when I drink. You're 11, Esteban. Double ranch, no. Um, I usually just fell off the stage. Jason, how you doing? If you were to dress up for Halloween, what would you be? I would be Michael Myers. So yeah, how's Jason doing? We can drink at 11 in Mexico. Well, yeah, 'cause I guess you're not supposed to drink the water. Okay, I'll let it slide. Am I actually caught up on chat? This never happens. I'm caught up on chat. My God. What the heck are we going to talk about? Jason, I'm doing good for it being a very terrible day on DoorDash. But no, very good day. We tomorrow's video. What the heck's tomorrow's video going to be about? Oh, I had somebody comment, um, and you guys could probably answer this as well. What do you do if she really likes you and if she doesn't like you and you really like her? Um, Flirt with her friend. I don't know. I'm almost 38 and single. I'm not the one to come to for relationship advice. What's a terrible day on DoorDash? 154 in 9 hours. I got you beat. I did 32 in 3 hours, Austin. See, we're an hour in. Mom Red says flirt with her mom. Packers fan says I run guys off by acting like I am not interested. We usually have a small little chat about this every Tuesday, but I'm definitely the wrong person to ask. Considering I'm like Ray Charles when it comes to realizing if somebody's flirting with me or not. So as I say that, Angel pops in. Would not know if a woman was flirting with him. Yes. Um, oh, Austin, it's okay. Today was a lot like last Monday, and last Tuesday was a lot like yesterday. So my Monday and Tuesday just flipped. I think probably back to how it should be. Busy Monday, slow Tuesday. It's all right. Why do you rely on others and claim you rely on DoorDash? Okay, you have to explain that and add some punctuation, please. If you ever decide to do a woman on story on Susan Powell, right around the corner from the cemetery. Oh, Calvin, heck yeah, I'd be up for that. Packer chances I'm the next Nick Cannon. JC Britt, how's it going? What's my job? I am a full time, I have a PhD in sarcasm. Doesn't quite pay the bills, but does help with YouTube. Um, I don't know. I do a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and that probably didn't answer your question, but Ellen, I will message you about that. That did not. Yeah, I'll message you about that. Calissa, how are you doing? Susan Powell's story makes me furious. Yeah, I've heard the name, but I'm drawing a blank. He's a full-time relationship therapist. Maybe that could be my third channel. I know things and I do stuff. Oh, Sippy, you're by the Lacey Peterson story? Austin, I said that could be a third channel. Maybe. I don't know. Let's do a third channel comedy. I have jokes. He gives them love advice full time. No, I was thinking the other day. They say that behind every man is a woman going looking at him like, "What are you doing?" I'm over here left unsupervised. AG says I'll make a Zodiac channel if you do relationship one. I that could work. I think that could work for both of us. I stand on a street corner starting my stuff. Only on days where DoorDash is bad, I have to show some leg. You guys know how it is. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. We'll do some crossover collab and everything. Yeah, like Mercury's in retrograde for the 374th day this year, and you're that's the reason you're not getting any. So go home, light some candles. Can't even say it with a straight face. am I in jail? Yeah, they didn't let me bring my phone, it's my cellmate's phone, but they did let me bring my poster. Ivan, how's it going, man? How you doing? Oh, we got some funny questions in here tonight. Oh, see, you guys made me go completely off track. I'm joking. Uh, it's me. I always go off track. Uh, Yesterday, I had somebody leave a comment asking or stating some of us don't have a choice anymore, and we have to take any money we can make from these apps. And I'm wondering how many of you actually feel that way. I was thinking of starting a channel about channels pretending to be channels. Ooh, that could work. It's like I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude, but you don't even know what dude you are. Has anyone sent you a screenshot yet of one of those round trip offers? Not yet. Not yet. Raging Nammy, how are you doing? Packers fan says repeat the question. I suppose. All right. This is the comment. Some of us don't have a choice anymore, and we have to take any money we can make from these apps. That's tomorrow's top video topic. Austin, you're starting to feel that way. AG says you have a choice. I agree. Um, and maybe it's honestly, maybe it's time for some people to just start their own gig app or gig company. Start your own business. If you don't like it, start your own business. Try something different. If you've reached the point, I feel like where your you have yourself so wrapped up into DoorDash and you feel stuck to the point that you have to take any and every order. I don't feel like that is a gig anymore. I feel like some people have made it a job and they are now a slave to the job of DoorDash. So maybe if you're to the point where your gig job, your gig work, your DoorDash, your Instacart, your Grubhub, your Uber Eats, your Feet Finder, um, is feeling more like a W-2. Maybe it's time to try something else. So Ivan says, "Don't stop the stream. I got you something. Give me about 10 to 15." Well, yeah, I do live with. I'm joking. I'm not. I'm gonna. We'll still be here. Don't worry. Gig work or even a W-2 should only be a placeholder for you to discover your own business idea. I completely agree. Now, I agree because that's kind of how I'm hardwired. I myself have always been like entrepreneurial, uh, all the way since I was a kid. I would go and I would go with my dad on weekends, and I would go pull weeds for elderly people for like $10 an hour. And then when I was old enough to like operate a lawnmower and like not lose a foot or a body part, I would go around my neighborhood and I would mow people's yards, and then I would go back around that same neighborhood and let them know, hey, I'm raking leaves. You want your yard raked? And when the snow started flying, I was up before the crack of dawn with a snow shovel and I was out scooping people's driveways. So, um, Angel, you are not invisible. Work on Halloween. Ugh. Halloween is, depending on your market, is a tough holiday to work because you are obviously going in and out of neighborhoods trying to drop orders off. Pizza. There's a lot of pizza orders on Halloween. A lot of fast food orders. People are just ordering fast food because they need to eat real quick. They need to feed their kids. They got to get their kids in Halloween costumes and out the door. You got kids running up and down the streets, running across streets with parents, without parents, parents who should have supervision. Um, I usually wait. I will wait, and usually I'll do like those kind of holidays. I'll wait until later in the night, like 9, 10 o'clock, and then I'll turn on Uber or Lyft, and I'll just do rideshare. But it depends on your market. I'm just not a fan of driving in those neighborhoods right around dinner time when people are taking their children out because parents don't always pay attention, and I've seen kids run out in front of cars, and that no. I'm not going to be responsible potentially for some parents' negligence of letting their kid run across the street, not checking to see if there's cars coming. Round trip offer seems sketchy. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I have a channel, so I feel like I probably should try them if it happens, but I don't see it working out. Uh, it's glad to be caught live. I guess. Yeah. Hopefully that came out right. Round trip. DoorDash is starting round trip delivery, where you can go drop something off to a customer, more than likely another business. You give them the item, they give you cash or a check to pay for it, and then you take that cash or check back to the merchant to pay for it. So it's round trip. You want a bad life choice? I bought a franchise business, 10-year contract. I was the owner, but I had less control than employees do. Finally found a sucker to buy the business. What kind of business was this? Um, after Angel, it's Halloween day itself, probably be a lot of shopping orders, especially the night before and through that morning and afternoon. I just personally wouldn't drive in the evening, but yeah, you'll probably get a lot of like Walgreens, CVS, grocery, small grocery orders where people had forgot to get candy. So it's like, oh crap, I gotta feed my kids. I gotta get them in their costumes, and I forgot candy. So, DoorDash. Richard, yes. Um, they ever try to remake Back to the Future, I'll be the Sam Adams and Paul Revere of that revolution. Never depend on a live chat open to the public and every troll orphanage in the world to be seen. You will set yourself up for this. Mary, no worries. How you doing? I have a parade on Sunday afternoon, then trick or treat until 5, so no trick or treat when it's dark. That's smart thinking. Warren, you owned a UPS store? I feel like that'd be okay, but I don't know, on the flip side, you got yeah, all the rules and all of that that you have to follow. Mm, yeah, never mind. The more I think about it, the worse it sounds. Love when people order candy on Halloween and expect the good stuff to be in stock. Not wrong. Best time for Halloween candy, always the day after. That's the only time I get candy in general. Day after Halloween, day after Valentine's, also known as Singles Awareness Day, day after Easter. Why pay full price for candy? Just wait until the day after. Half off. Started that I was a shipper and a printer, then Amazon returns took over. And now you can do your Amazon returns at Kohl's. Like a round trip where you would have to depend on the distance because where I live, most stores are in one central area and 10 to 12 miles for homes in surrounding areas. Ooh. Going 10 to 12 miles and only get 650 isn't worth it, especially after gas prices going up. Yeah, there's a business. Where were we at? What were we talking about? Halloween. Oh, starting your own gig business. There's a local business here, which I'll talk about in the video tomorrow. But they they clean up people's dog poop. It's not a glamorous business. It really isn't. But if you have a dog, you know how quick it is to actually clean it up. It doesn't take very long. Well, this business here, $20 a week per house. They'll come out once a week, clean up everything. Um, I'm like, oh dang, that is $20 a week for one house. Imagine if you had 10 customers, you knocked all of them out in the same day. There's $200 a day. There's $800 a month. Um, I don't know. It's not glamorous, but imagine if you did that, 5 days a week. How long is it really going to take you to do 50 yards for $1,000? There's so many business opportunities out there that you could do that some of you are thinking about doing, you just haven't done them. What's the worst that's going to happen? Doesn't work out, you'll be back where you're at right now. At least you gave it a try. My God, the number of trolls in here. Jason, I'm currently paying, what did I pay? 360 a gallon. It's as high as 419 a gallon where I'm at, but Red, what's going on, brother? How you doing? I know Mama Wrench is cracking that wrench. You lost your dog, but DAWG. Your brother, your friend. My redneck neighbors from Ukraine next door, making all kinds of noise outside. Never be ashamed or scared to better yourself. Yeah, I've tried and failed a lot of things. They keep trying. At some point, something's gonna stick. I mean, look at YouTube. Red, I'm doing good. Always good to see you. How is gig work? How's the weather where you're at? Heard somewhere where some guy offered $1 per household to bring your trash can in each week. Small, but if you can get a lot of homes. Do an entire neighborhood, just walk down, just follow the trash man on foot. Not a bad idea. I mean, there is so much out there that people will pay somebody else to do because they just simply don't want to do it themselves. I mean, at this point, we should have all learned that just by what we pick up on DoorDash. So there are countless opportunities out there for other people to start their own business, their own gig, and do whatever the heck they want to do. So that's what she said. FYI, Moe's Southwest Grill has catering job positions for $30 each plus tip pool. Talk to a general manager in your area if you're interested. GM offered a position to me over the weekend. Ooh, you thinking about it, Angel? Hey, mom. Yes, pooper scoopers. We were just talking about that. Like $20 a week for somebody to come scoop your dog's poop. People paying for conveniences that I'll never even think about. It's endless sometimes. It really is. Um, she goes to my school and we are friends, so I can't ask her out. I don't know what. Yes, you can. Just ask her out. It's not difficult. What's she gonna do? Say no? Then you have an answer and you move on. Right now, you're just wondering what if. Better ask her out before somebody else does. You would think being a troll paid well with the amount of them roaming social media. That is what happens when you have parents paying for their adult children's cell phone plans and internet and let them live in their basement until they're 40. Um, so, you do morning or afternoon catering. Said as one guy does 3 a day, makes over 100 in about 2.5. Dang. I was thinking about going to Walmart, buying all of their pumpkins for 250 each, taking to an area that doesn't sell them and resell it for 5. AG, I like how you're thinking. That is how, yes. I tried to get Andrew to do that because Andrew's been having some financial difficulties. And I'm like, obviously this probably works better when it's warmer out, but go go buy yourself a case of water, go stand on a street corner selling ice cold bottles of water for $1. You can get a 30 pack of water for like $4. You can turn that $4 into 30, go back, get another 30 pack. All you're doing is spending that same $4. 2 trips, you just turn that $4 into um 60. I can't even math. Um, Ivan, whoa, brother, you are back and throwing out the super. Appreciate that so much. I would stay your next dash. Redneck Ukrainians. I really appreciate that though. Um, AG says pumpkin arbitrage. Thought I would stay your next dash. I appreciate that, Ivan. I'm pretty good at talking. Not really. Um, I'm pretty good at interpreting autocorrect or mistype. So I really appreciate that though, Ivan. AG, I do it with used books on Amazon, go to thrift stores and resell the profitable ones. Been selling on eBay, just ran out of a couple items, need to restock faster, getting the hang slowly. Rob, that's good to hear. I, at this point, at some point, the economy is going to come down to just we're all our own business. We each have our own business. Kind of like how it was like 250 years ago. Obviously, I'm not going to be like raising livestock or, selling corn to somebody who, is going to trade me for a pig, but pumpkin price gouging seems appropriate. If it doesn't work out, you can make pies for Thanksgiving. Tornado Garden, how's it going? Packers fan, have a good night. Appreciate you hanging out. I might be slightly hammered, but I'm good enough to remember my friend. I appreciate that so much, Ivan. We'll be starting the next dash in the morning, probably. I was thinking as a gift for bad drivers. How long, Brash, have you been doing dashing gig work? I've been doing dashing since I signed up in April or no, May. I signed up in May of 2019. I've been doing gig work basically full time since April of 2016. So 8.5 years. Probably feel like no, I don't probably. I feel like a senior citizen when it comes to gig work. I hope things are looking good for you, Ivan. Raging Dammy, thank you. I appreciate that. Always here if you have a question. How does someone look like John Cena's half brother and your average gym teacher at the same time? Well, there's always one member of the family that ends up working in a gym. Thinking about it, Charlie. Thinking about doing it, Charlie. He runs multiple locations. Gave me a cell number if I decide to. It might be worth a shot just to see. Selling replenishable items. Haven't got the hang of Amazon yet for my listings. Amazon's a completely different beast than eBay. Watermelon, 250, cut it up, instantly 5 for a tiny cup. It's convenience. Been working 12 hours daily, it sucks. That Prop 22. Yeah, once you get things automated, especially reselling online, once it's all automated, it definitely helps things. Stop carrying it now, I only look out for number one myself. Well, I'm glad to hear, Ivan. You know, it's life. It's full of tests, and a lot of us are just C students, so uh, you're talking to one. Try to get better in my area. I have a 4.93 rating for customer satisfaction, but still low paying offers for far distance. I know it's inevitable, but it still don't pay the bills. Wish my bags would sell. What kind of bags do you sell? And I can tell you that rating has absolutely no bearing on the kind of orders you get. Unless your rating is so bad they've like deactivated you. Last prop payment was 290. Nice. I want to use the worst primary photo and won't let me change. I get half my sales from Etsy though. Walmart and Amazon will help eventually. Have you thought about just opening your own store like Shopify or Squarespace? I haven't seen Lexi today. I followed fish around and buy 2 packs of Newcastle beer for 26, sell them for 3 a bottle outside the venue. Not that right there. Tried drop shipping, would like to try that again. That I have never tried. Crocheted handcrafted bags. So do you have your that sounds like a skill, by the way. I could not do. J Twist is back. So do you sell your bags on eBay or Etsy, or do you have your own Shopify or Squarespace? Use Shopify, I liked it, just didn't have the right product. Got close, but not quite enough. Yeah, I still need to get merchandise going, um, or going again. I'll be working on that. Um, Jimmy John's is always looking for lunch drivers, $10 plus, $10 an hour plus all tips, approximately 25 to 30. No worries, Ivan. Amagurami. I feel like I almost have to be intoxicated to say that properly. You sell on Etsy? Have you tried selling on eBay? Completely different market. Oh, the site too, but not many sales there yet. Etsy and eBay advertise for me. Got to get the hang of ads otherwise. Google ads are that should be a class that you have to take in high school. Google Ads. Facebook, Insta is different. Yeah, I know, like, Facebook and or no, with probably with Facebook. Instagram, though, you can, like, take a picture and have a little link so they can just tap on the picture and the link will pop up so they can tap on the link to go to buy it, and it'll take you right over to their store. So, raging, that might be an option. Uh, throw pictures of it up on, Instagram and have a link to your own. I guess you could probably link it to eBay or Etsy, but Omar, I'm not dashing because I'm at home. I went dashing earlier and it was terrible. Um, Honestly, it's hard to find like-minded people who actually want to try to find things to make them successful. Most just say they want to, but do nothing. It it really is, and some people I feel like they either don't know how or they don't know where to look or you kind of some people get stuck. And to a point, there was a while I was stuck, um, just in this endless loop, this endless cycle of what I want to do, what I need to do, how do I get out of this cycle? And it's hard because they say what you're only as successful as like your five closest friends, and some people just don't want to lose their friends. Some people, though, and I've reached the age now where I've actually realized that I have like outgrown people that I used to hang out with. I've just completely outgrown them. I've grown and moved into certain stuff, and they're still over here, doing whatever they're doing. If they're happy with it, that's fine. But I always wanted something more, and I talked to somebody who's very successful, has a seven, eight, 8 figure business, um, and they told me, what they did, and they sat down and they had a long conversation on the phone, and they're like, "Hey, if this is what you want to do, if this is the direction you want to go, um, read this book, and read this book." And so I sat down, I started reading books. Then I got the audiobook version because that's a whole lot easier for me to just easier. But you have to want to bad enough that you don't give yourself any other option but to move forward and go for what you want. I hope to God that made sense. Warren says, knew a guy who bought Nikes at the factory outlet store, sold them on StockX for a profit. Of course, you got to be near the factory outlet store for that to pay. Yeah, that Ivan says or asks, how do I personally feel about the round trip? Personally, the round trip delivery thing, I'm not a fan. Uh, if I ever get it, I feel like I need, for the sake of the channel and being objective, I probably should try it. But I don't see, I see more, I see more of a chance of things going bad than I do going good because this whole dashers scamming, dashers stealing food is as big of an issue as it is. Then why are we being trusted to take cash and checks from one place and deliver them back to somebody else? Oh, it's like origami with yarn instead of paper. Could have called it yarnagami. Just throwing out other job ops, maybe to do before starting a DoorDash or Uber shift. No, and those are great ideas. Those are great things that are in a way kind of like a little gig. You're only there for a couple hours, especially the catering thing. What's the best dash I've ever had? Um, I've made 300 in a day a couple times. I think best order still in Nebraska. We got that it was like a 50, I want to say it was like a $53, 53 item order, but it wasn't even close to 53 items because or it's like four of this kind of produce and four of this kind of produce and six of this and six of that and two of this. So I mean it was still like 53 actual total items, but I think we got that knocked out in like an hour, hour and a half. Had a couple 50, $60 Instacarts at Costco, but Shoto, what's going on? How you doing tonight? Can you sell your wait, can I sell my soul on eBay? I don't know if you're allowed to sell body parts, but although you can't see your soul, I don't maybe. Oh, Ivan says you can because he did. Okay. That's why I have no friends. AG, my circle of friends is about like that. So I completely feel you on that. If you ever need to talk or you want to talk or whatever, Snapchat, Instagram, email, all the contact info should be in the description of the live as well as most of the videos. So you're definitely an old soul. Ellen, I probably definitely am. Yeah. I'm 38 going, get off my lawn. My drinking is back, but what can I do? Well, Ivan, what do you want to do? Back to books again, says Luke. Yeah, I really enjoy audiobooks because I can turn one on. That's probably what I need to start doing more of until it starts snowing. But turn on an audiobook, put the headphones in, go for a long walk, go for a hike, go for a bike ride, get out of the city, get out into nature and relax. What audiobook should you start with? Should I start with? Asks Rob. Um, I always do this. I always stream on the wrong phone. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. that is book number 1. That I would listen to that probably how many times have I listened to that? I've probably listened to that book at least 10 times. Um, if you're looking at I wish I had my list. It's on this phone that I'm streaming on. Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, number 1 book to start with. Um, Not a drunk, but I hate drinking, double-edged sword. No, Ivan, I get it. Um, I would I'd honestly go for a walk. I don't know what the weather's like where you live, but find something to take your mind off of why you want to drink. Like, I just enjoyed I believe it or not, I just enjoy the taste of beer. So, and I don't really drink very much. There was a time I drank a lot. I was also dealing with an alcohol ick in my life, so there was no getting that person out of my life until they decided they didn't want to be in my life. So sometimes problems take care of themselves, but I'd seek higher education. For most people, a book won't teach you skills in life unless you can bring those lessons full circle with your own experience. Well, that's just it. A lot of the books that I would recommend, you read them and it provides practical advice so that you can match those with your own experiences, like Think and Grow Rich. Um, there's a point in the book. There was multiple points in that book for me, which I saw reflections of thoughts that I've had before, ideas that I've had before, and it helped kind of reaffirm that I'm going in the right direction. So, like, I'm not knocking higher education completely. Um, Everybody's different. Everybody learns different. For me, I've been, excuse me, very, for the most part, independent person and hands on. I've always been a very hands on, inquisitive person. So it's let me figure it out. Me sitting, being lectured by a professor or whatever. Uh, it's never, it never worked out. It's easier to believe in the negative than the positive sometimes. Not so much easier, it's just comfortable. It's more comfortable. It's where the whole misery loves company thing comes in. And I reached a point where I got comfortable making myself feel uncomfortable. That's when you grow. Almost thought about the round trip thing to do a video on, but I don't really, I really don't want to. Jason, you have to. You have a YouTube channel and you owe it to the people that watch your videos. I cannot do that video because I am not important to DoorDash. You are more important to DoorDash than I am because you got invited. You have to accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and latch onto the affirmative. That right there. I'm over here thinking 250 was amazing. Hey, 250 is amazing. You gotta realize I've done over 15,000 deliveries. I've been doing the DoorDash alone basically full time for 4.5 years. And in that time, I've only had 2 days where I broke 300. And mind you, both of those days I was out at least 11 hours. So Instacart in your area has a wait list. A lot of the apps are having wait lists now. I'm on the wait list now for what did I just sign up for? Oh, I have that phone in my hand. I can tell you. Amazon Flex and Roadie. I've signed up for both. I'm on the wait list for both. That's pretty cool. Uh, I don't have social media. Hey, I consider YouTube social media. It's social. We're all social. It's media. It's video. Um, they sold a melted cheese sandwich that showed Jesus' face years ago. They've sold some bizarre stuff. St. St. Louis Lambert Flights. How you doing? Uh, I don't think you're ready for this, but your kids will like it. I love that movie. I love that scene. Johnny be good. Agree with Charlie about, or agree with Ellen about Charlie having an old soul, and that's what I find also interesting. Maybe someday I could have my own Dose Keys commercial and be the most interesting man in the world. Goals. It's the goals I'm talking about. Um, here was one thing I did about a year or so ago for my adopted mom, but she came to me with a project that my adopted sister that passed away, mom asked if I could finish her project. Um, wow. It was a blanket, and all I did was look at the stitching and finished it for 3 days. That is impressive. And wow, I don't know how I'd feel about that. Like if I was asked to do something like that. Think and Grow Rich full audiobook is free on YouTube if you want to. It is. If you guys don't have audio books or if you want audio books, there's a link in the description to Audible. You get your first, yes, you get your first download for free. Um, you just log in with your Amazon login info and you sign up. You get, yeah, you get your first one for free using the link. I didn't have anybody's link to use, so I think I still got one for free. I don't know. When did I get that book? 8, 7, 6, 6 years ago. Um, but yeah, you do get your first one, and all the books that you download on Audible are always in your account, even if you cancel the subscription. I think he was a snake oil salesman, but it's worth checking out. It's called Drink and Grow Rich, or it's not called Drink and Grow Rich. My problems don't take care of themselves. My problems have problems. I drink to forget, but in reality, it enhances the anger and hatred of oneself. Um, yeah, it does. Puts your head in this big echo chamber. Appreciate that, Rob. Yes, check out that book. I'm trying to think. if you're doing if you're wanting to do social media type stuff, any of Gary V's books, Gary Vaynerchuk's books. I think the last one I got was 12 and a half. That was really good. Um, let's see. Day trading attention. Oh, that was the newest one. That was good. Crushing it, 12 and a half. The Thank You Economy. All of those are really good books. Um, Jordan Peterson. Um, he's got two books. Well, he's got more than two books, but 12 Rules for Life. Another great book. So, but I'm okay. I've came to realize my life, my choice. It is, and at the end of the day, you just got to be happy with yourself. I think higher education is good for most people, but it's also a waste for most people. I Yeah, I feel like some people it really a lot of it depends on how you learn, what kind of learner you are. And, you know, even that you can outgrow and have the same knowledge as like your teacher. And then it's like, okay, am I really learning anything? No. Tina, how are you doing? Ivan, yes, it is comfortable, and sometimes that's not healthy when certain things become comfortable. Mary just replaced the battery on her Dyson. Good for you, Mary. I didn't even know they had a battery, so I'd be looking going, "Hmm, missed Instacart 3 years ago. They sent me an email, and if you don't click on it, you're back on the waiting list." Oh, that sucks. Amazon Flex is taking their sweet time telling me I can officially start. It's Amazon. Yoggers Farms, how you doing? Life can turn on a dime in less than a heartbeat. Whether it's a positive turn or on a negative turn, you're the one in charge of how it affects you. Jordan Peterson is awesome. Yes. Jason is 3 subs away from 50. If you want to go check out my bad influence of a fellow dasher in Tulsa, Oklahoma, Mike D, how you doing? From Germany. Uh, Sinan, Austin's mom called. It's okay. My mom just jumps in the chat. The IPA is working. Um, all right. Adventures with Dan. How's it going? Luke says, J Twist, tell us how you're going to entertain us before we subscribe. Hey, Jason, you told me I was your bad influence, so I'm leaving it with that. Mary gifted Ellen a membership to start Dashing's channel. That's cool. Jason says he'll stand on his head, Luke. You're 2 away now. All right, guys, it is 8 o'clock, which you know what that means. It's 8 o'clock here on the West Coast. 10 o'clock in Oklahoma and Nebraska. And past some people's bedtime if you're on the East Coast. So I appreciate all of you for hanging out tonight. Jay Twist is a bad man and Stephen A. voice. Yeah, I'm not even going to try to do that. So that's not going to happen. Rob is taking product photos, jewelry, and glares. Get yourself a cheap white or black poster board from Walmart. That helps. I did used to use those for my baseball cards. Yes, you guys all have a great night, and we will see you. Thank you. We will see you guys tomorrow in the comments of tomorrow's video. So until then, and then live on Thursday, I'm gonna stop rambling. You guys have a great night. Appreciate all of you. If you don't, yeah.